Thanks for logging on for your Weather First Facebook update. I'm Alex Schroeder. Of course, we'll update you here on Hurricane Irene, a strong Category 2 hurricane. It's looking better on the satellite picture. Lots of what we call outflow on either side of the system, and an eye feature starting to take shape. And as it continues off towards the west-northwest here over the next couple of hours, all it can do is strengthen over some very warm water as it heads towards the Bahamas. Not a good situation for them and for areas further along the northeast coast of the United States. Here's the latest forecast track as of 5 a.m. Winds were at 110 miles per hour. It becomes a Category 3 hurricane at winds of 111, so not very far off. It is still moving towards the west-northwest at 9 miles per hour. The pressure is at 962 millibars. The lower that number goes, the stronger the hurricane becomes. We think that over the next 24, 48 hours, some rapid intensification will take place as it moves towards the Bahamas. We do think it'll be a Category 3 hurricane, possibly later this morning, if not this afternoon, as it moves away from the island of Hispaniola and then the eastern tip of Cuba. In the short term, this portion of the track here is shifted a little bit further towards the west, not much, but just a little bit, and the longer term forecast track has shifted a little bit further towards the east. We're very focused on, of course, this area as it moves towards the state of Florida. We can't let our guard down now. Things, of course, are looking good for the state as it should move away, but anytime you have a hurricane, basically draw a line east and west of your location. Anytime you have a hurricane south of that, you need to keep an eye on it. Until we see it actually make that turn towards the north and eventually the northeast, we need to keep an eye on this system. Anytime you have a major hurricane with winds of 110 or above east of you, you need to keep an eye on it as it moves past the state. But at this case here, if it stays on this forecast track, which we think it will, the effects to our weather will be very minimal, some breezy conditions, and actually will help to improve our weather a little bit. We'll see a few cloudy skies as we move into Thursday and Friday, but the rain chances will be brought down a little bit as some drier air moves in across the area from the northwest. Here's the latest spaghetti models, and the models, as we see again in the short-term period, move a little bit just to the west. Again, these models up further towards the northeast, moving a little bit towards the east. But we could still be dealing with hurricane conditions clipping the eastern coast here of North Carolina, and possibly hurricane-like conditions in Washington, D.C., up towards New York City, and even Boston, portions of Maine, and the maritime provinces of Canada. So we will watch this. Not a good situation for the northeast United States, and anybody along the eastern seaboard needs to keep a close eye. And of course, we will watch Irene over the next couple of hours as it progresses slowly towards the north, just hopefully east of the state of Florida. No watches or warnings up for the eastern coast of the state, although we can expect some high waves on the east coast, possibly some rip currents as well. Here's your 6-day forecast. About a 30% chance of rain today and for Thursday, but there you see Friday and Saturday about a 20% chance of rain as we get a little bit drier air into the area. It will be breezy Thursday, Friday, and Saturday as Irene passes by. Rain chances back to normal, 30 to 40% into the beginning of next work week. And your afternoon high temperatures still hot and humid into the lower 90s. We'll have another update on Irene later today. And thanks for logging on to SNN Local News 6 on Facebook.